Good morning. I don't even know. I guess I'm out of sync. Welcome to Take It Down a Notch with Rob.
And Lindsay Loke.
There we go.
Okay, so with our intro, I realized that you don't go like Rob Lee. I just
No.
say my last name.
Yeah, you started that.
And
I don't think you. Yeah.
I think it's just because I like the Lindsay Lee was just
Yeah.
like, I'd always do that. When somebody would ask me my name, I'd be like, Lindsay Lee,
Yeah.
but now it feels a little weird. And now I'm kind of wondering if I just drop it.
I
Lindsay.
think you're fine with Lindsay Lookett, and I did
Loke.
because it seemed like,
Not
hey,
Loquette.
okay,
Although Loquette sounds more French, so I understand.
yeah,
Loquette.
okay.
But that'd be like feminine. And
Uh, so no,
anyways.
it seemed repetitive when we first started because it was Rob Lee and Lindsay Lee. It
Yeah.
was like, oh,
I
we'll just
don't
get
know
one Lee in
why.
there, and then yeah, and you went and did
Yeah, I've
something
been thinking
crazy,
about it.
like
Got married.
changed your name.
Yeah, we've been married for 3 months now.
Oh my goodness!
I know.
Wow.
It's like we're old and dying. I
So
can't believe it's been 3 months.
we're, we're not working on getting an annulment yet or anything. You're gonna stick with this
For now.
for now.
No,
Well,
it's been amazing. But,
that's
um,
cool.
and I think I might be like starting to become ready to maybe watch the wedding video.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'm going to. I think we're going
Wow.
to before I leave.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Crazy. Well,
we
you'll get a.
decorated Christmas to
Ah,
celebrate. If you're
look
on the
at
YouTube,
that.
you can see the Christmas tree.
I noticed we had a different angle. We had a different angle on the
That's mainly
screen
because
there.
I have dishes and laundry because we're doing this at a slightly different time, and I kind of forgot we were doing it at a slightly different time, so you maybe took me off guard. So I have drying dishes next to me and laundry in my normal spot that I didn't want to move.
Uh, so, and I'm in a different spot, not in the
Yeah, Dad,
office.
why are you in a different spot?
Different spot, and I sound different because I didn't bring a microphone. Yeah, so I'm in the Dominican Republic. It's really weird. Very wonderful.
Weird. How did you get there? Why are you there? I cannot believe you're just like, oh, I'm just in the Dominican Republic. That is
Just in the,
so cool, Dad.
there's nothing
No.
to this. Just globe trotting around the world. So yeah, it's pretty wonderful down here. It's the Dominican,
Should you
the
tell
Caribbean
should you
is
tell Grandma Grace that she's in the shot just so that she knows?
she, she is not in the shot that YouTube's seeing.
Okay, good, because I can't see the
Yeah,
shot that YouTube's seeing, so I was
yeah,
like, I don't want her to, like,
yeah. Grandma
I
Grace
don't
is in
know,
her jammies back there, but yeah.
just in case. Oh, well, there's
Bye.
your porch.
There we go. Full turn.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Sorry.
Oh, that's good. We'll get a little
Wow,
more.
look at that view. Are you outside?
I
Are
am
you in your
outside.
porch?
I'm out on the porch.
How warm is it outside right now?
It's probably 75-ish. I don't know. Let's see. 73.
Despicable. Ugh.
73.
Here,
Yes.
let's see.
It's
I was
rough.
so, Dad, I don't think I've ever been so excited for it to be cold.
Yeah?
I I've been was so because the weather here has been like decently pretty warm, like a pretty like most days are like around 50s,
Mm-hmm.
which is a little weird for here. Like we have very similar weather to Washington normally,
Right.
and so I'm like, oh my gosh, I need some cold weather. The day that we started decorating for Christmas, it was like 1 degree Celsius. So it was like 36, 37 degrees. Like it dropped this weekend, and there was like the grass was like all icicly, and we went on like cold walks, and it was super sunny all weekend, but like super cold, which is like my favorite winter weather when it's like
Nice.
really cold, like freezing cold, but sunny out is so nice. Anyways, I've never been like so giddy about it being like cold. Like, yay, the weather's back to normal.
Well, I checked the camera. Uh, I couldn't. It so it's 4 hours later here than it is at home.
Right.
So, and I'm right in the middle. I'm right between Mom, 4 hours later, and you are um, eight.
5 hours?
You're 5 hours later. So I'm right in the middle.
Yeah.
So, uh, yeah.
Sorry, I'm not going to keep track of yours. You're there for a week. I
Well,
can't do it. The 9 hours is all I could do.
I was having a hard time like grasping it. So I checked the cameras at home yesterday, and it was at like 8 o'clock our time or something, and so it was still dark. And I'm like, yeah, it's still dark, and I'm like looking, and the windows on the cars are just like everything's totally frozen. I'm like, oh,
Love it.
yuck.
But that's cool. I can't believe that
fine
you're
not
in
having the cold weather.
November, like burning hot over there. So, Dad, what are you doing in
So-
the big DR?
So we're doing yoga, every day, and yeah. So I had my first yoga class yesterday. It was wonderful, and so here in a little bit I'm gonna go and meet with the entertainment staff, and then I'll go teach yoga again. And we've just been going. We did Zumba, or we did water aerobics yesterday after yoga, and we did Zumba in the afternoon.
Okay, I have a really stupid question.
Sure.
I'm assuming most of the people like at the resort are speaking English, but like, what language do they speak?
So they speak Spanish. It is the native tongue.
Okay,
here.
is it? Okay.
But
That makes
the
sense.
not all, it's really so. When we went to Mexico last year, it was all either Mexican or Spanish. Still sleep. Spanish or English. So then they saw a Caucasian person, they just assumed that you spoke English, and they would either they
Right.
would kind of default or switch to English. Here, they start speaking in Spanish, and then they say Italian or French or whatever. I don't know
Wow.
what they're all saying, and they get to English. Yes, English.
Wow, so there's lots of different languages.
So most of the staff here speaks Spanish, English, Italian, French, and then some of them speak another like.
It just puts us to shame.
Russian. It's
Oh my
insane.
gosh.
Yeah, they're just.
That's so cool.
But
I'm so jealous.
So most of the time, you have no idea what anybody's saying. It's,
Oh my gosh. That's kind of cool though. I love that. I think it's super fun to be like surrounded by different like languages, and Hugo and I are constantly trying to guess where people are from.
Yeah.
Like if they're not, we're always like, okay,
a lot of
where are they
Italians. A
from?
lot of Italians here.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're hearing a lot of Italians. A lot of speedos. A lot of speedo action going on. So.
Sorry.
Not me though. Sorry, I did not do this. I just went with the.
Good. You're with your mother.
So straight with the G string. No speedo.
Oh yeah. Great. Okay. Okay. Changing the subject. This is a family podcast. No. So. Okay,
So no.
I
And then last
brought
night
a-
it was
I
a dance
told
party.
you.
We danced on the beach.
Nice. A dance on the beach.
Dance on the beach.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Like
it
a
was
reality TV show.
It's really fun. Yeah, there was. I have pictures. But yeah, there was guys on stilts and lights dancing
No.
around. Yeah, so we got to
That's super cool.
do limbo between the legs of the guys on the
Wow.
stilts, and
No
yeah,
way.
really
That's
fun.
so cool. So, what's like the age range? Like, what's the demographic right now? At
from
least.
from toddler to 90.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a good mix then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a fair amount of families, fair amount of young kids, and then teenagers, and then
Cool.
young adults, like in their 20s to 30s.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people, my age, the mom age. It's probably the majority are people in their 50s to 80s. A lot of.
Yeah.
So, because of,
Yeah.
You don't get to vacation in your 20s a lot of times because you don't have no money.
No. Yeah.
But, and I don't get to. I wouldn't get to vacation in my 50s if it wasn't for the yoga.
Yeah. Did I tell you that I was talking to somebody in France about like yoga faith and like told them all about it and like because when I first said that like our family does yoga, she was kind of like, "Oh, interesting." And then I kind of explained that like, "Oh, it's yoga faith, like we can do it a little differently or it's just like just yoga and just working out and not like you don't have to do yoga in like a biblical or in not in a biblical in a worshipy way, you know what I mean, like
Right.
towards Buddha, you know, like
Right.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
It was just a really interesting conversation
Because yoga is older than Buddhism, so
yeah. So
and
but and there's a
Hinduism.
yoga studio, there's a yoga studio that is nearby and that's you can tell it's very Buddha,
Yeah.
you know,
Very,
new
very
agey
new
kind of
agey.
looking. Yeah. But it's interesting talking to people about it and like educating them and like especially as Christians like we have to look at the world as like how can we bring God glory and if we can do all things in the glory of God.
Right.
That means that like our workouts, like our everyday stuff should also be in the glory of God.
Right.
So we can look at something and be like, "Oh, no. You know,
Yeah.
you can't do that." And there are some things that like
Yeah.
it'd be hard to, you know, bring, you know, somebody if it's sinning, you can't really bring God glory, you
Right.
know, with sins.
Right.
Obviously. But like things like working out, yoga,
Yeah.
you know, we can change that. We can make it our own. And
Yeah.
so it's always an interesting conversation. And she was really like, "Oh," and like seemed to really like actually listen, you know, where some
Yeah.
people would just be like, "That's stupid."
Yeah.
Be like she seemed to actually listen and be like, "I think I'm going to look into that." Or I've never thought about the fact that like a meditation could be prayer.
Yeah.
Like I could be praying and not meditating. And like that whole thing.
Right.
She's like, "Oh, I might look into that." So it was
Well,
interesting.
And, I mean, it's prayer and meditation. So I mean,
Is that a bird or a car?
That's a car.
Oh.
Car. So we're at the front of the resort. The street side kind of was where our room is. So we're a little bit closer. You can
Nice.
hear, you can hear cars go by at this part a little bit. So
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you.
no,
I was
it's
just
good.
like,
Yeah. So we can hear out here. We can hear trucks every once in a while.
yeah.
Truck.
Yeah.
I think it's early here. It's 7:30. So out at the resort, I went and got my latte.
Nice.
And at the resort, the grounds crew's all cleaning everything, and everything's a lot
Okay,
of
so that's the
activity.
grounds crew then.
Yeah,
The
I think
squeaking?
I think what you heard was a truck driving by, a delivery truck or something.
No, it's a squeaking.
I'm not hearing a squeaking.
Oh, I think it is a bird. I think it's just coming across kind of squeaky.
Oh, it might be.
Sorry, I'm totally.
Well, I'm not here. Yeah, I'm not hearing myself.
Oh yeah, because yeah,
So-
no, sorry, yep.
So
true.
I guess
That's
I'm
probably it.
blocking, and these are noise canceling, so I'm not getting.
That's what happens to me too. Is whenever we're podcasting, you're like, "What's that noise?" I'm like, "I can't. It's noise
Yeah,
canceled. No idea."
That's funny. Yeah.
So-
So but yeah, no, it's really fun. So we're do the yoga, and then I think today we're going to go out on the water. Either kayak or snorkel.
Fun.
And, I think I'm going to sign
Or
up
both.
or both. We'll see how much time we have. And I think I'm going to sign up for a scuba class. I think I'm going to go scuba diving.
No, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah. So
Oh my gosh.
it's very expensive, and Grandma Grace says that I might be certified when I get done. So
Wow.
I don't know. I
There
don't
you
know.
go.
It's like no money compared to what it would cost to get certified at home. So
Totally.
we'll see even for the cost, even if I get to go, you go twice You go in the
Okay.
pool, and then you go out in the ocean for a half-hour dive or 30, 20
Wow.
minute or something dive.
Yeah,
So
and I mean, like, if you can do it, like, do it because,
just,
like you said,
just,
it's going to be so much less expensive. It's such
well,
a great experience.
yeah. I've never scuba before, so
Yeah.
that would be it would be fun. Even if it's not something I could make it easier to go another time. If I would know if I liked it or not, because I might go.
Yeah.
No, that's too weird. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't breathe
Yeah.
underwater like that.
Like scuba diving, I have no interest in that because I went snorkeling and it freaked me out because I was like, I'm invading the fish's homes. This feels so wrong. It was stressing me out. I was like, I'm gonna step on a fish. I was like, I'm gonna like touch a fish. And so I just mentally, I was not able to wrap my head around it enough. Where
I
like
love
I'd
it.
probably do it again, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't do scuba diving. Like I don't think I need to. But like, I think you'd enjoy it. I think that's
Oh,
cool.
I
Would
can't
Grandma
wait.
Grace be able to go and take pictures?
Maybe. But she'll at least get pictures. I'm sure she'll at least get pictures of the pool part.
Yeah.
So
I want a picture of you looking ridiculous.
the uh, the problem is I won't be able to wear my
Yeah.
glasses with the
Blind.
with the
Yeah.
deal. So I don't get to see all that I would like to see. So
That's the struggle
that's the struggle. The
of us
struggle is
glasses
real.
wearing people.
The
The
struggle is
struggle
real.
is real. So real, Dad.
So, um, how was your Thanksgiving? Was it weird?
Boring.
Boring.
It was weird.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like Thanksgiving at all.
Yeah.
It was fun. I got to call the fam a little bit.
Mhm.
And I only felt because I didn't feel like Thanksgiving here. I think it would have felt weird if I would have done something,
Mhm.
and then I think I would have missed the family like more. But it just felt like a normal Thursday,
Okay.
and I had a great Thursday. It's a good Thursday.
Nice.
um,
Hugo
and
worked.
I called Hugo worked, like normal. He worked a lot last week because of our Bordeaux trip,
Mm.
and then there was like a few times where he was late for traffic, so he's just kind of catching up on hours. So I think he worked like 45 hours last week.
Oh wow.
So he worked extra. Um, so yeah, he worked, and he actually worked a really long day on Thanksgiving. I think he actually did more than 45 hours because he worked a long day because there was a thing with the machine. Um, but anyways, it was fine. So it was kind of funny. I was like, oh, that's okay. He ended up getting home at like a decent hour though because the traffic was so great when he got out of work because got out of work so late. He got home in like 20 minutes.
Oh wow.
So it worked out. But yeah, no, we had a good day. The only time I missed people was when I was looking at Be Real, and I was like, oh, I miss Thanksgiving.
Uh,
That was like the one thing that I was like, oh. So it was kind of nice for me that you guys didn't do all the big Snowflake Lane and
yeah.
all this and that, you know. And um, I think next year we'll maybe host something,
Yeah.
but hosting something just felt way too overwhelming this year. So
Yeah.
um, no, it was good. It was good.
Nice.
We decorated for Christmas all weekend, so we have Christmas tree up, and we have like lots of we have a garland going up the stairs, like
Uh,
so many fun decorations. So we did
and you did something on your
that like all
balcony.
weekend.
Remember? Right?
Yeah, we put up. It was super. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have a Christmas tree story. So we bought a Christmas tree. We went to like this like little budget, kind of looks like a Ross kind of place,
Right.
because it's like you could tell that it's cheaper stuff,
Mhm.
or maybe stuff that's like resold, so like a Ross, TJ Maxx kind of vibe.
Right.
And so we bought a Christmas tree, and I was like, okay, Hugo, because we were there like right before closing, so we had to like go and get Christmas stuff. We were
Mhm.
like, okay, let's do this. So I was like, Hugo, go figure out the Christmas trees, and then like we'll talk about it. So he came to me and he's like, okay, sizes. He's like, there's this size, and there's this size. We're like, okay, let's do this size. We grabbed it, and then we went and did other things. We didn't realize until eating dinner and looking at the box that on the outside of the box it said that it was a black Christmas tree.
Okay.
So we bought a black Christmas tree.
What?
Luckily, we were able to go back the next day and return it because we opened it up and it is black. Like it looks like a
Wow.
crow's wing. Like it is fully black. And no
Weird.
wonder it was like discounted because we got like a full like 5-foot tree for like $20.
Oh my gosh.
So no wonder, or it was like $25 or something like that. No wonder it was that price because I just thought it was gonna be like kind of a crappy tree, and I was like, yeah, it's fine. It doesn't have
Yeah.
lights, it's fine. So the other thing is Christmas lights in France. No wonder people don't do them. They're so expensive. To get
Mm.
like one thing is like $20. Like something
Oh
that'd
my
be
gosh.
like $3 is like
Mm-hmm.
$20. No, yeah. And Christmas, like overall Christmas stuff,
Yeah.
it's was really hard to find cheaper stuff,
Mm.
which I know is also I think a little bit inflation, but
Right.
like normally I'd be able to find stuff for like $1 or $2 that
Yeah.
are like double that price. So I
Oh
just think it's
wow.
just there's not as much.
Right.
Um, so or maybe I'm not finding the right spots, the right
Right.
stores and stuff. So there's that, and then I wanted to make a big deal out of decorating for Christmas because I love
Right.
Christmas. So Hugo and I dressed up in our matching Christmas pajamas from last year, and we
Right.
were blasting Christmas music and we were decorating. And it was super fun. And we're like, okay, let's do the outside. And we got like plastic big candy canes.
Right.
And then we got like a string of candy cane lights. We're like, let's tie the candy canes, the big ones, onto our balcony. And so we're like hanging out of the balcony, and he's holding it, and I'm tying it, middle of the day in our pajamas, Christmas music playing, not that loud. Like, I don't think people on
Right.
the street could hear it, but we are totally getting people who are like laughing at us on the street because we're on a busy road. So there's people who are like walking and doing their thing on a Saturday. And like literally one guy like pointed and then like laughed, and we like laughed with him because we were laughing and like joking around because it's just ridiculous. He's holding like this like I don't know 10-inch candy cane, and I'm like twisted around and behind him to like tie it, so we look ridiculous. Like we know we look ridiculous, and so everybody's just like laughing at it, and like a lot of people are like smiling but they're trying not to smile and like not trying to pay attention to us, like, but we're just having a blast. So I was like, it's good.
Nice.
So, and then we did the upper window, which is like the little window. And so I'm hanging off of the balcony like this, tying it. Like, and I tied it like 10 times. So, and I think they've all stayed on.
Good.
So that's good.
Yeah, you don't want it. You want to come down and bonk somebody on the head on the sidewalk.
I know. I was so worried. I actually was worried. We almost dropped the scissors. And so I was like, oh my gosh, that'd be horrible. So, but I think, and it's super cute. You can see it from the road. And it's like, I'm happy we did that and not lights.
Yeah.
Technically the candy canes light up, but I have
Right.
a feeling they're going to break by the end of this because they're outside and it's a battery pack and it's
Oh.
raining. So, um, but anyways, it's like super bright and it's cute like all day, where lights would just be cute at night.
Yeah.
And we don't have a way to like plug them in from outside.
Right.
So, and then we didn't get lights for inside because we kind of went well over our Christmas budget, and what we expected to spend. So we thought something they like put in the wrong section. So we bought a beautiful wreath that we thought was like $8, and it was like close to $20. And that was kind of like okay, we're even that like little thing. We're like, okay, and we were already a little over. So we went crazy. And the like apartment looks very Christmassy. It looks very
Good.
nice. We just don't have lights, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Next
All
year.
good. All good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good. And so you got your window fixed.
hmm
The worker was just one worker.
Windows fixed. It was just one worker, and he was super quick. He was here for like 15 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, I was worried that he didn't actually. Also, I didn't see him put in a part. I just saw him take pieces out. And so I was like, huh. But I had to, it was a little hard because I had to like shut him out of the window. Like,
Oh.
he wanted me to like close it,
Right.
like at this big blind thing.
Yeah.
And his big metal blinds. He wanted me to close it. And I was
See
just, I
that-
kept asking to make sure. I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? Because I was so worried I like wouldn't understand correctly and was going to close him out with that. And that's not what he
Yeah.
wanted. And he like, I didn't want him to think I was going to like close him out of the apartment, like leave him stranded.
Go away.
Yeah. No. So, anyways, but no, it went well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and he was very nice, and he asked me where I was from, and then he said that my French was good, and I was like, no. And he's like, well, French is hard to learn, and I was like, yeah, but I should know it.
That should be better.
So, and I was so proud of myself. Yeah, I had like little victories.
Yeah.
Yesterday while I was out, I asked the grocery store person where something was, which is not something I love doing in
Even in English.
America.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I did it, and he was very nice, and he understood what I wanted. I also had a
Nice.
picture, so that maybe helped. But I did ask, it, like, actually, which is good. And I talked to the clerk because I needed something on my card, and I messed up. I didn't have like the right code, and it was like a little mess up, but I did it. It's good stuff. So little tiny French victories.
Ah.
Uh,
So, if
yeah.
speaking of victories, have you driven yet? No. Okay.
I've driven once in a parking lot.
You
We were
did?
supposed to drive this weekend, and we forgot. Yeah, I think I talked about that already.
Did you? No.
I drove for like 10 minutes in a parking lot,
Nice.
like 2 weeks ago.
So is that the first time you've driven the clutch?
Yeah,
Nice.
failed me as a father.
Yeah, I definitely did. I had no access to manual transmissions.
I know. I think
Really,
Sabrina
it
was
kinda
supposed
bummed
to
me
teach
out.
me.
Yeah, it bummed me
Sabrina
out.
was going to teach me last summer, and we kind of forgot. So I'm trying, but it's also like driving in France is kind of scary. Like, there's just all these rules that
Yeah.
like I don't know about. Like, so weird. I think I've mentioned this on the podcast before, so I'm not going to talk about it for long. But there's some streets where, so it's pretty common where the streets are so small, you have to pull the side of the road for somebody else to cross. So you have
Right.
to know which way is the right of way, which normally there's signs, so that's good. And it kind of just, I think that'll be fine, but it's a
Right.
new thing. And then you have to pull over, park, and then there's all the clutch thingies you have to do, and then you have to get back out there. So, because Hugo was like, oh, yeah, well, you could drive, like, on the road now, because he wanted to take me driving on Sunday. And I was like, no. I was like, there's not a big parking lot nearby. He's like, no, we could just, like, drive around. There's not that many people out. It's a Sunday. I was like, no, let's not. It's like, these roads are way too small. I'm going to crash into somebody. Like, there's no room for error. That's
Yeah.
the thing. There's also streets where, like, the person turning on to the main road, you have to stop for them. When you're on the
Oh.
road, you're going straight, and then all of a sudden, somebody's going to go out in front of you.
They have the right of way.
They have the right of way. And there's no consistent way. There's just, like, supposed to be a sign.
Ah,
Yeah.
so people just
And
know.
sometimes, and they don't have a sign. That's the thing. They don't have a sign for when they have right of way. Sometimes. And so, they don't know sometimes that they have right of way. So you're just stopping in the middle of a road, and you have to be like, let's go, move on, let's go. I mean, normally they know because it's like the same road that they take every day kind of thing.
Right.
But anyways, driving in another country is scary, and I'm not ready for it. And I didn't think that I was going to have to do it. I thought
Yeah.
maybe eventually it would become normal and I would do it like in a year, like
Yeah.
later. But I'm trying, my goal is to be able to drive comfortably before Katie comes.
Okay.
Because I want to be able to drive her around to things. I
Right.
don't want to have to be like, strapped to just having to use the bus and stuff. I think we need to be able to drive. And then I'll be able to also be good for like your guys' trip and stuff. So that's the plan,
Good luck.
but I don't know. I don't want to. I think I'm going to need to practice clutch at home. I'm going to steal Trevor or Sabrina's car, have them
Yeah.
teach me. Because if I'm going to be back for 2 months, might be a good time to like practice a little bit. So, and with a different car, because Hugo's car is pretty old and it has some things that I guess are not normal.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
That's pretty good.
If we were living here, if we were like, this is where we're going to settle down, if we were going to live here for like 10 years,
Right.
we would buy an automatic.
Yeah.
No question.
The small-
we would
and
find
the smallest automatic you could find.
Yeah. Yeah. As
Just
the
a
smallest automatic as
little smart
possible.
car.
We'd buy, yeah. Because learning clutch, and because it just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't, in my head, it does not make sense to me. Or we would get a newer clutch
Right.
that, like, would be a little bit easier to use. Or a newer stick that would be a little bit easier to use
Yeah.
than Hugo's old car. But we're not here for long. So I'm going to learn, and I'm not going to do it very often.
There you go. You'll get it. You'll get it. It'll be fine.
Eventually, it'll click, and then it won't be a problem.
Yeah. So. Well, good. All right. So what else do we got going on here? Catch me up. What else is going on? Anything wonderful? Couple more weeks, and you're on a plane.
It's weird. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm having a lot of conflicted feelings.
I bet.
I'm not.
I bet. Could be tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. But I get to come home to like the best time of the year.
Yeah. No, it'll be busy and stuff,
And 2 dogs.
and 2 dogs. Yes. Yeah. I got to see the
I'm
dog.
so
Called mom
excited.
last night. Got to see the dogs.
Oh, good.
Yeah. That is a crazy cup.
Isn't it cute? This is my frog cup. It makes me think of Shannon every time I drink it. Like if I would have bought the other one, I think I would have brought it home because there was a set, and I was like, no, I think I only need one.
I'm sad I had a frog hat for the trip. And it's not coming till Thursday at home.
Oh, why do you have a frog hat?
It was
Just
a
'cause?
frog hat that had a frog doing yoga on it. I was going to wear
That's
it. For
cool.
The trip.
That's cool.
A yoga bucket hat. The frog.
I like that.
Easy seated position on the thing.
That's cool. I like that.
So.
That'd be fun. We should make like t-shirts that have like different animals doing yoga on them
Oh,
as
there
your
you
next
go.
yoga merch.
There you
Builder
go.
yoga.
Building
Or
yoga.
we should do like yoga that's either like in the shape of buildings, like yoga poses, but they're actually like buildings.
Oh.
Or like construction workers doing yoga. Or goats doing yoga because old goat yoga.
Old goat
So
yoga.
many ideas.
You're just a plethora.
Bursting. I don't know what my energy is today. I think it's the coffee and like just the sitting down and it's sunny outside. I feel like a toddler. I'm like,
So the new thing
Sweet.
that I ordered, a new gadget
Yeah.
I ordered, silkscreen printer to do silkscreen.
we need another printer in that house.
Well, this isn't like
Is
a
there
printer.
a limit like
This
bedrooms?
isn't like a printer, really. It's for silkscreening.
Like for t-shirts and like
For
paint?
t-shirts, yeah. You do a
Why do we need
stencil,
another thing to do
and then
t-shirts?
Because
Why?
this will be different. Different.
Huh. Okay, that's pretty cool. I'm excited. I am.
Yeah.
When is
So-
it coming? Will it be there soon?
It's supposed to ship in December. It's brand new thing. So you
So is there a reason? Normally it's like, okay, we have a reason, and you buy it for like one big project.
I think the goal is I'm going to do the camp t-shirts. I'm going to do Girl Scout t-shirts.
No way, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Also hilarious, but that's cool.
Yeah.
Are they? Does that mean that they're gonna like pay you for them?
Yeah, I think I'm in church. Like, I got to figure it out, but
Yeah.
like a bucker shirt or something like that. They're going to buy the
Cool.
shirts. They're going to buy.
Yeah.
They're going to buy the shirts, so they're going to do bulk. You know, buy a massive amount of all the colors, and then
So
they'll
then,
just replenish
wait.
them.
So then, like, if there's not enough, like, if you have a kid last minute,
I can just-
technically you could.
Yep. Yeah, the night
Cool.
of camp, I could make a new shirt.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
So, yeah, we'll just do up a bunch, and then for smaller events, they'll be, for their spring
Yeah.
camporees or whatever, scrappy.
And cheaper than vinyl, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because vinyl
Well,
can get kind of.
just a little easier for. The vinyl works good for 1 or 2, but it's a lot of work to
That's
do 100.
true.
Where this,
That's true.
you make, so I'll do like a setup fee because the screen costs like $20. So it'll be a setup fee and then so much for a shirt. And then you just put it in the clamp, you put the shirt down and squeegee on the color, and then lift up the screen and pull out the shirt, let it dry, put a new one in,
There you go.
just set them up, knock them
That's
down.
cool.
So,
cool.
but it'll do the
Are you gonna do name tags and T-shirts? Like, are you basically their
Yeah.
like merchandise?
I'm the merch guy.
You're the
So,
merch guy. I like that. Ook the merch guy. Not Ook.
merch.
Are you doing first? You're not doing first aid next year, right?
No,
Oh.
there was a
You
little
know
bit.
all the little girls that are gonna come to you with boo-boos just
Yeah.
because you're there.
Yeah.
Ook. And you're gonna be like, electrical tape, paper towel. I got you.
There was a little bit of miscommunication on my job for this year.
Uh-oh.
They got it in their heads that I said that I wanted to do cooking for the staff. Well, the staff part didn't come across very well. They thought I wanted to do cooking for camp. And I'm like,
Oh.
no, I don't. I just want to cook for the staff.
That's
I
your
want
job.
to be able. I need to be able to leave camp during
Yeah.
the week,
Yeah.
so I could come and do Wednesday
That'd be
breakfast.
so funny if you went from first aid to like cooking.
Yeah.
I could not see you doing cooking.
No.
I mean, you could,
Yeah.
but like, it's not what I would think
Not my
would be
jam.
your first thing.
Yeah.
That's funny.
No. Yeah. My patience for them cutting things up with a butter knife, I don't think would. No.
No.
No. I wouldn't mind doing
Yeah.
for the older girls. Do something we could do. Some more advanced stuff would be okay. But nope. I don't.
No,
I'm
it's not
just gonna
fun.
do.
Believe me.
I might wind up doing something at camp if they're gonna,
Right.
helping out, filling in somewhere, do some breaks or something. But yeah, I'm not gonna have a job. Take pictures, make food, make big food.
There you go.
I like
There
making
you
big
go.
food. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's all
By
good.
yourself. Cooking with
So-
other people is hard. The other day, Hugo was cooking and I was bothering him and putting away dishes, and we have a tiny kitchen.
Yeah.
And I was like in his space and like putting away dishes and like purposely bothering him. And he's like, "Is this what it feels like to you when like I'm in the kitchen and while you're cooking?" And I'm like, "Yes, yes, it is. This is exactly what it feels like." He's like, "Oh, I think I understand now." Yes, exactly. So now that did not prompt me to stop annoying him in the kitchen. I actually did it more. So
Well, that's awful nice of you.
yeah, I know, right? I'm a really nice wifey.
So, I think you said before the podcast you've been married for 3 months now.
3 months now. Yeah, we're old and married.
Wow.
We're experienced.
This old hat now.
Yeah.
You start
Honestly,
you start doing marriage counseling now. You've got it down.
yeah, we're basically there. We
Yeah.
got it down.
If you
no,
have any
honestly,
questions, you have any questions about marriage, just send them
Yeah.
to Lindsay.
Yeah.
Send them to Lindsay. She's got it.
No. No, if marriage is like this, then we're easy, breezy, ready to go.
I don't know what the problem is. There's people all have
I don't
problems.
know. I don't know what this whole divorce rate
rate
thing is about. Let's.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It has been a breeze. It's been great.
Yeah.
It's been really nice. But I mean, we've also had the easiest life. So
Yeah.
I mean, we've had some like little struggles, but like it's all good.
Yeah, you're still in the honeymoon phase.
We're definitely still in the honeymoon phase. There's not much that could rock the ship.
There you go.
We're ready.
You're ready. So.
Or I guess rock this ship. I don't know if that really made any sense. I guess you want a ship to rock, don't you? There's not much that couldn't rock this ship. I don't know what I was saying. But no, it's going really well. So I'm very happy. Very, very happy. So, but we're about to hit like the really hard part, which is going to be the long distance. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it's going to be our first time being married doing long distance, which is going to be a big difference, I think. So, and we're going to be living 2 very different lives than what we were living.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be living alone, and working and not seeing
Yeah.
his parents as much, where before he was living with his parents
Yeah.
or living like at his school when we were first started dating. And I'm going to be like living with you guys, not just in the apartment. So,
Yeah.
our life's definitely going to look a little different, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be okay, and hopefully it'll be short. Won't be that long.
Yeah.
2 months. Probably not. We're probably looking at like March or April if we're being realistic with the visa changes, but take it day by day.
Hopefully hopefully we'll get your paperwork here shortly and get that going.
Yeah, it's just currently like if we turned in the paperwork today, like it technically all the whole process wouldn't be done for another 3 months. So that's the problem. So, which is about when I need to leave. So,
Figure out.
but there should be quicker.
Right.
So,
Okay.
anyways, we'll get
Cool.
into that probably on another podcast. But
Yeah.
soon we'll be having podcasts in the same country,
Wild.
in the same place. We'll like
Wild.
see each other.
Yeah. I can't wait.
I gotta say, I'm most excited to meet Dofer. I'm like beyond excited to meet Dofer. I think it's what's going to get me through the plane
So-
ride is
so
Dofer and Henry.
I'm a
They
little.
need to be in the car.
So with Thanksgiving, it's the first time we've really had people coming over, and so I'm a little worried about Christmas. Dofer's a lot.
And Dad, remember
Yes.
that we're also going to have a third dog because I'm dog sitting, and he's a
that's
lab.
Right. Well,
So there's going to be a third big dog.
yeah. Well, Dofer is full of love, and when somebody comes, he must share that love with them. All at
Oh, I'm
once.
glad. I've been a little worried that he's going to like hate me
No.
because I'm going to take away his buddy.
He has
I'm going to
never
have
met.
Henry.
I don't think he's ever met anybody that he hates. He just
Really?
loves everybody
I'm so excited.
to the max. Like.
I want him to give me like
You will-
all the love.
you
That's
will feel-
exactly what I'm going to
You will
need
feel
too. I
so.
want him.
You will feel so attacked.
I want to feel
by
attacked.
love.
I want to.
You will have
I'm
a love
so ready
attack.
for this. He can give me all of his attacked love. I am so ready to feel attacked.
I'm a little worried about
Um,
Nana Patty and Papa Paul having the love attack.
Yeah, that might be a little much, but
not-
it's okay.
I'm-
I'll
we gotta
interfere.
Work on that. Yeah,
and
we
I'll
have to work
distract.
on that. Well,
I'm
it's
excited. He's asleep in my bed and everything.
yes. He
Henry doesn't actually sleep in my bed. He likes to sleep with me, but he likes to like guard the bottom of it.
I'm
of
pretty
my
sure.
bed.
I'm pretty
He'll
sure
cuddle for like a
Dofer-
minute. but that's
I'm
it.
pretty sure Dofer will just stay in bed with you all night.
I'm so excited.
And,
That's what
yeah.
I'm so ready for.
And it's but with Henry you can put him away for a minute, and and everybody sits down. He comes in. He's not too worked up. No, Dofer's just as soon as he sees you, he's
Really?
got it. Yeah, he has to come and be with you on your lap, in your face.
How did
On your
Grandma
back.
Grace do? On
It
your
was
back.
it was a lot, and it's not like one time you're done. No, every morning, it's a new adventure. If you come into the house, you've been gone for all my life. I must love you now.
Oh my gosh, that's so great.
100 pounds of love in your lap. I'm a little nervous.
I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Good. This'll be good.
So you'll be there to help, though. So it'll be good.
Yep. And we're gonna have I'm dog sitting, I think, for like a week or like 10 days or something like that. I need to
Yeah.
double check the dates, but
Yeah.
now that it's getting closer. But yeah, I'm dog sitting a neighbor's dog and he's a lab, and I've never met him. So, but I've been told that he loves other dogs and is like super chill and just like likes to be around people.
Okay.
And I told them that we had 2 dogs that are big and a lot. And he was like, oh, they will love that.
Nice.
So, yeah, I think it'll be a fun week. It might be a little much.
Yeah.
But
Well, we'll have to do the whole introduction thing and everything, and it'll be okay.
yeah.
It'll be
Yeah.
fine. So we won't let Mom do the introduction and wind up in the hospital again. So that'll be
Yeah,
good.
let's not do that. We could get Trevor or something, just to like, hold. Okay, should we? I don't know how long this podcast was, like how
We were
long it
just
is,
gonna-
but
yeah,
we
we
said
were
we were going to do 20 minutes, and I
Yeah.
doubt
And
this
it's
is only 20
40
minutes.
We're about 45 minutes. So
That's about 20 minutes.
yeah.
Round up a little.
Yeah. So we should probably wrap this up.
Okay, well,
And,
have an amazing day in the Dominican Republic.
I will, and I
So
will-
jealous.
I will catch you up next week on how it went. and
Yeah.
we'll play us out here with a little outro.